KL Rahul to enter the players' auction. He is going to be released by Lucknow Super Giants. Arani, uh, let's go ahead with the story. LSG management, including mentor Zahir Khan and coach Justin Langer, have analyzed his stats, and it has emerged that the team has almost lost all matches where KL has batted long and scored runs. Like, boss, that is a big, big statement. You can't afford to have someone taking so much time at the top of the order. They might decide to go for Rahul in terms of RTM in the auction, but they have not decided yet. Arani, just set the stage
हाँ
for
जी,
us. Talk to us about this story. What is
यहाँ
LSG
पे नहीं
saying?
जाना मेरा।
KL Rahul will be released into the auction.
वो कहाँ
See,
से
KL
कहाँ
Rahul was not going
से
to be an obvious retention anyway, given how things panned out over the last two
रेडी
seasons. His strike rates have been under the scanner for a long time. He lost out on the World Cup spot as well. He did not travel with the Indian team. He lost out.
Hmm.
He's been dropped from the Indian T20 team, and nobody sees him getting back anytime sooner. So that was always going to be a tough call, dropping your captain there, and he's led your first three editions. That was going to be a. But again, these IPL teams have a huge backroom staff. They are not just working for 2 or 3 months, Chetan, these days. They're analyzing everything to come up with such a stat that KL bats long and that works the other way for the team is not good,
Hmm.
and that's and with Zahir Khan around, and I think that was the clincher they needed to have, and what they really wanted was Mayank Yadav. Mayank Yadav
Hmm.
getting capped was a big call. I think had
Hmm.
Mayank Yadav not been given the India cap, KL might have had an outside chance for that 11 crore spot or anything, but
Okay.
the franchisee
Okay.
doesn't think spending so much is wise enough at this moment. That's
Okay. So let's let me interject here. Let me interject here, and because यहाँ पे बहुत सारे questions आ रहे हैं, and guys, since you are on the show, please send in your questions on this story. क्योंकि आरानी है जिन्होंने ये story लिखी है, so he can answer your questions. आप इतने सारे सवाल पूछते हो, तो जो story writer है, आप सीधा उनसे सवाल पूछ सकते हो. I'll throw your questions to him. Um, Arani, my question here is, आप कह रहे हो कि मयंक यादव को वो रिटेन करना चाहते हैं. Obviously, it is understandable. उन्होंने, they have nurtured him, they've got him, they've given him his break in the IPL, and a young pace bowler. क्योंकि because of the pace he generates, a lot of good teams will go after him. Um, Pacers are at a premium. Indian Pacers we have seen in the past. हमने IPL auctions में देखा है कि they can be at a premium.
Hmm.
But isn't this a big situation जहां आप मयंक यादव जिन्होंने अभी सिर्फ एक सीजन बिताया है आईपीएल में, ही इज नॉट इवन प्लेड रेड बॉल क्रिकेट, ही इज अ न्यूबी रियली, you are ready to pay 11 cr, not pay Mayank Yadav 11 cr, but you're ready to take 11 cr off your purse, but you're not willing to do that for
They
KL Rahul.
don't be surprised they pay 14 CR to Mayank Yadav. Actually,
Okay,
that's a strong
but even
possibility.
ठीक है,
Uh,
yeah,
no,
so ठीक है, देखो
I will.
पेमेंट की बात नहीं है,
हाँ नहीं
I'm not questioning कि क्या पे कर रहे हैं, बट आप रिटेन कर रहे हो तो 14 करोड़ आपके बजट से निकल रहा है, so you
let
are
me give
willing
you
to
a
do that for
prelude to
Mayank.
this.
Yeah.
Let me give you a prelude to this Mayank situation. Mayank was actually bought in 2022 for 20
Yeah.
lakhs. When nobody, he did not play for Delhi. He played one Vijay Hazare tournament for Delhi. In that tournament,
Hmm.
on his debut or second match, Vijay Hazare in the final over, he defended 4 runs against
Hmm.
Punjab, and they had 5 wickets in hand. They could not lay a bat to ball. That was that was where LSG found him. Actually, Vijay Daya was with them. Vijay Daya was with the UP team as well at that time. He saw him bowling in the adjacent nets, and they had clearly told him that we will not play you for a season or a two. We are
Hmm.
investing in you. That is the clear plan with Mayank Yadav. They were never going to let go of Mayank Yadav. They have identified him. And you can see he played only 4 matches, but he won you 3 matches single-handedly there in
Hmm.
IPL. So that's the impact. They want him to play at 100%, maybe half the tournament. That will probably pave the way for the qualification as well. Chetan, that's the kind of
Hmm.
impact that they're seeing in Mayank Yadav. So they have decide, and these auctions will are for 3 years. You're looking to build a team for 3 years. So and Mayank Yadav has been released from the Indian team. He's not traveling with the Indian Test team. He's been asked to go to the NCA and bowl with the white ball and prepare for the South Africa tour. He's been
Yeah.
clearly, even the selectors are clearly seeing him for the 2026 World Cup. It's
Okay.
the branding that has happened around Mayank Yadav, that he can win you
Okay.
matches. And
Yeah.
that's, I think this IPL teams also look for brands.
Okay. Yeah.
Chetan,
Definitely.
see,
Yeah.
so Mayank is
Definitely.
the biggest buzz around Mayank Yadav for LSG at this time. So they are
Hmm.
expecting to draw a lot of brands through him as well. So
Okay. Okay. So let's put in a few more questions in here. Rohit is saying so many players choosing money over loyalty. It's a bad sign going forward. I don't think so, Rohit. It's a 120 crore pot. Um, ये प्लेयर्स की वजह से ही आपको 50,000 करोड़ के आपके राइट्स बिक रहे हैं सिर्फ डिजिटल में. You're getting $1 billion valuation, or in fact more than $3 billion valuation for the IPL. Probably even more than that, I think. I'm not remembering the valuation correctly, लेकिन जो भी आपको वैल्यूएशन मिल रही है प्लेयर्स की वजह से मिल रही है. वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इट सो मेनी टाइम्स ऑन द शो कि प्लेयर्स हैव अ राइट टू गेट द राइट वैल्यू, और आप ऑक्शन के थ्रू ऑक्शन में जाके ही ऋषभ पंत, आपको लगता है कि ऋषभ पंत शुड बी वैल्यूड एट 11 crores or 14 crores? No, 20 crores definitely, there's no doubt about it. Players like Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant, Rashid Khan, such a mega star, IPL star. We'll talk all about all of that. But right now, we are on this subject of KL Rahul. Nitin, I want to ask you this line, and we have some stats to discuss in terms of KL Rahul, as Gaurav is joining us again. The team has lost almost all matches where KL has batted long and scored runs. They've analyzed his stats. Let's have those stats on screen, in terms of what KL has done for LSG. This is the stat. He joined them in 22, 23, 24. This is the cycle. Look at that strike rate: 135, 136, average of 130. The big runs haven't come, जो हम जानते हैं. Look at that 2023 season: 274. He got injured and everything was there. 14 matches in 24, 520 runs. So full season he's given them runs, but that strike rate at 135. That's not good enough in the IPL when you're opening the innings. Nitin, your thoughts, and then we'll go to Gaurav.
That 23 season, especially one game against Gujarat Titans at Lucknow,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that was actually troll worthy, if I can use
Yeah.
the word. I think they needed 31 runs in 36 balls with 7 wickets in hand or 8 wickets in hand, and they ended up losing the match
Yeah.
with KL Rahul at the crease, and I think he had scored a 50 odd. And I think that
Yeah.
kind of even when he was with Punjab, they in 2020, I think he used to bat for a long time. I think he won the orange cap that season, and but the team did not do
They
well,
didn't win
and
the IPL. Yeah.
they didn't win the IPL. In fact, they didn't even qualify. They lost
they
a
Didn't
did.
couple of
qualify.
They
Yeah.
games by
finished
one
last.
run.
They finished last, I
They
think.
finished
Yeah,
last.
they,
Yeah.
they they won a couple. They lost a couple of games by one run, I think, with
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
KL
Yeah.
Rahul batting very well. I think what India needs and what all the franchises need is the KL Rahul of 2018. Uh, that KL Rahul of 2018 was just brilliant. I mean, he just batted without inhibition. Somewhere, I think that captaincy did not sit well with him.
Hmm. द पंजाब किंग्स कैप्टनसी. ओके,
Yeah,
यहाँ पे एक
yeah,
पॉइंट मैं जरूर बात करना चाहूंगा. यहाँ पे एक पॉइंट ये है कि 22 की अगर हम बात करें, व्हाट हैपेंड इन 22, देयर वाज अ T20 वर्ल्ड कप इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया. आई वाज देयर
yeah,
कवरिंग दैट टूर्नामेंट, और वहां पे केएल राहुल की ओपनिंग, ही वाज ओपनिंग विद रोहित शर्मा देयर, एंड अगेन he was batting at that particular strike rate, 120, 130, and there was this whole
Played two maiden
conversation.
overs. Played two maiden
And
overs.
two maiden overs, yes, two maiden overs, and this was this whole conversation. उसी टूर्नामेंट से रोहित शर्मा का माइंडसेट आया था कि हमें और अग्रेसिव होना है, because India really lost out in that tournament because of a lack of aggression from the top order. And I think one of the press conferences where Rahul came, and this question was put up to him, ki boss, what are you doing? In terms of what is your approach in terms of opening the batting in T20 cricket and batting like this? And he's like, my approach is to bat long and take the team across the finish line. अब नितिन, आपने कहा कि पंजाब किंग्स के लिए he tried doing that and he failed despite those big innings. He failed to do that. So shouldn't his approach have been to maximize as an opener, maximize the 6 overs, but It's been 3-4 years. He's not been able to do that. And now ये वही player है जिसको लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स ने 18 करोड़ में लिया था. He was the first pick as captain, as keeper, as opener, and now they are letting him go. So let's get your thoughts on all of this. Gigi, first with you. Uh, this lack of understanding कि he has to make sure that the first 6 overs need to be made count, that has cost KL Rahul. And there's a follow-up question here as well, but let's get your thoughts on of this. Gigi, then Arani, and then Nitin.
I think yes, ये जो safety first approach है राहुल का थोड़ा सा महंगा साबित हुआ है, and I think LSG management was not happy with that. They prefer. I mean, in times when the there are people like Travis Head and openers like Travis Head and hammer and tong from ball one. You don't want somebody who's taking time getting in, and और वो getting in होके भी as Anani Story says today, quoting us those कि वो match खत्म नहीं कर पा रहे. या तो ये हो कि वो second half he becomes really unstoppable and he kills the game, finishes it off, and comes back to the dressing room and he gets the. There are times when he does that, but most times he does not do that. Especially the target is stiff, and आजकल T20 में with this impact play rule तो कुछ भी stiff नहीं रह गया है. So it's become a completely out and out batsman's IPL now. So with that, I think thoda sa wo hai, fact that he is a bit of a slouch in T20 cricket. I think that's why he's lost his place in India's T20 side as well. Again, a very good player to watch and an attractive player to this thing, but he has his limitations. And I think you cannot suddenly expect him to sort of turn into a Travis Head or a Abhishek Sharma or whomsoever, Yashasvi Jaiswal. He has his weaknesses. So and I think the relationship between him and LSG has completely broken down. I don't think he's going to be. There is love lost on either side. So I see him playing and captaining. But again, he's very good captaincy material. ये LSG टीम तो उन्होंने बनाई थी. मतलब पूरा getting all the boys together. So I think he's now set to in the auction going to be picked up by RCB, perhaps Delhi if Rishabh Pant is not the captain there anymore, or Punjab Kings. Return to Punjab Kings. I'm sure, for all you know, KKR, if they let go of shares. So,
I doubt,
so I
doubt
think,
he would want to
he's
go
still a
back to
captaincy
Punjab Kings.
material.